Hi, my name is Angela Fagg. Today is August 18th. I just got out of the shower not too long ago, so I didn't put my hair up. It's still kind of wet. Early in the morning, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. I'm guessing it's about 7 a.m. Been up since 4. Well, I didn't come on last week. It was my birthday. And no, I did not. Have a great birthday. The dogs playing. You know, last year I did better with it, but I guess this year because, there that went. I'll show you what just happened. Oh, hold on. See, the pool was up on a lounge chair upside down. I fill it up and let the dogs, I get in it with the dogs, trying to get them used to water. But anyways, he was standing on the other side of the lounge chair, and it tipped over, and then the pool chased him, scared him. Huh, Bobby? Oh, we got 2 pigeons up there. Those aren't the neighbor's pigeons. Anyways, sorry. So the year before last, I was okay with it, but this year, it was a little different. And it's stuff I don't even like to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I'm supposed to. I didn't hear anybody tell me happy birthday on my birthday. Not one person. Nobody called me. I didn't hear the words come out of anybody's mouth. And it brought some memories up. 20 years ago, that's what it is this year. So 20 years ago, stop, Bob. On my birthday, well, the night before, was probably the clearest vision I'd ever gotten in my life. Still to this day. My mom was in a nursing home because supposedly she was getting better from the cancer, and she was there for physical therapy. And I went up there to see her on August 12th, 2006. And I took her outside for a cigarette, and we were coming back in, and that's when I saw that she was going to die on August 25th. That night, I lost my mind. I went and got hammered. I don't know how many shots I took by the time my brother got to the bar I was at. Got pretty wasted, and then I got real angry because I didn't understand what I was seeing, you know? And I was thinking, there's no way, there's no way. It's been a month and a half that we've even known that she's had cancer. There's no way, dude. So the next day, it's just rough, dude. I was so hungover. And it was my birthday, and we were going to go up and see my mom, and we get there. I go into her room and everything, and there's a present sitting there. But I can't wake her up. She won't wake up at all, dude. And I know a lot about drugs and pharmaceuticals and shit because I took a lot of them. And I'm looking next to her bed, and there's this little, it's like you see them in nursing homes, or little containers that have pills in them. And it was sitting there, and it was methadone. And I'm like, why is she taking methadone? She wasn't taking methadone. Methadone's for heroin addicts. They also sometimes use it for pain. But nobody told me that they were changing her pain medications. I was there all the time, every day. It wasn't, was I drunk about every day? Yeah, I was drunk about every day. Because I couldn't handle the pain. I go ask this fucking nurse, she was young, dude. I was young too. I was turning 27. And she begins to tell me that she can't give me any information. Now, mind you, there's paperwork that's already been filed and everything. For me to be my mother's health care. Surrogate. So if she became unconscious or anything, I was able to pull the plug because she didn't want to be on life support. And no matter what, I was going to follow what she wanted, no matter how bad it hurt. So I go out there and I'm talking to the lady, and she's telling me that she can't give me any information, and I fucking lose it on her, dude. I tell her, I look right at her and I say, you know what? You're going to lose your fucking job over this because you're supposed to give me all the information. Matter of fact, calling her doctor, I called all these doctors and shit, all of her doctors. And finally, by the next morning, somebody had called me back that night, but it takes orders to go in to get somebody transferred out of a nursing home. Now, the next day, when we got there, she was barely... They had her so overdosed on drugs, dude. Like, not overdosed to die, but she just, there was nothing in her eyes, bro. And these people, they were like, well, we're just going to take her right here to this hospital, East Orange Hospital. I said, no, you're going to take her down to the Princeton Hospital where all of her doctors are. And I'm arguing with the EMT and stuff. He's like, no, well, we're supposed to go over here. I said, look, dude, this is how this is going to go. Either you are going to take her where I fucking tell you to take her, or this guy right here is going to pick her up off this bed, and we are going to take her where she needs to go, and nobody in this fucking place is going to stop me. So we get her to the place she's supposed to go, and the doctor already got her a room ready, and she goes up, you know, they get her up in her room and everything, and they have to start giving her these drugs to counteract all the drugs that were in her system, because there were so many of them that she wasn't supposed to have. And so people know that when you take too many pharmaceuticals, or pharmaceuticals in general, pain medications, anything like that, even alcohol, okay, it lowers your immune system. And somebody with cancer, you can't lower their immune system. So it was about, I don't know, maybe 2 days. And finally I could, you know, start having a normal conversation with her. It might have been 3. They all ran together, you know. So that was my birthday. That's how I spent my birthday 20 years ago. So last Wednesday, I just thought, you know, how many people out there don't feel loved anymore? Was I really lucky enough to have a mother that gave a shit? You know, like actually gave a shit. I couldn't even see the color of her eyes. And there was a present sitting there. How many other people out in the world are feeling that way? Especially after COVID. all those people dying alone. It's just, my grandma died alone too, right before COVID really took off. And I kind of feel bad in a sense of what I said to that lady, because she shouldn't have died alone. So I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. I'm just trying to. So one of the nurses came to me, and because I didn't know what I was doing, I'd never had to take care of something like this before. And she came to me and she said, look, it's time to call hospice. I said, lady, I don't know how to do any of that. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. And she said, I'm going to help you with it. There's going to be a lady that's going to come talk to you. They'll bring a medical bed. They'll bring everything. But your mom doesn't have much longer anymore. Because she was overdosed on the drugs like that. Her immune system has shut completely down. And she doesn't have very much longer to live. And this whole time in the background, all I can think of is, holy fuck, dude, this really gonna fucking happen, man. She's really gonna fucking die on the 25th. She's really gonna fucking die. And it was rocking my fucking world, dude. I don't even know who I told. I don't even know if I told anybody that. I couldn't remember at that time. And honestly, all I wanted to do was go comfortably numb. So hospice stepped in and they sent this box to the house that had all these serious drugs in it. They're the drugs that help you die. And I set her medical bed up in the Florida room. That way she would always be around everybody if people wanted to come by and see her or whatever. And it happened just like I saw. And this coincides with what's going on in the world today, because I just want to show you this, because this is pretty all right. They never get that. They're like going to town over there. Like all the birds are going. Can you see them all? I can't really. So she gets home and everything, and it just so happens that one of my cousins on the Jewish side are down there visiting my grandmother. And she had to come back to Orlando to take her plane down here in Cape Coral is where she was at. And she showed up with food, of course, with my grandma. She drove my grandma down there. And when people right now are talking about all this hate towards Jewish people, and they've been very nice to me. They're my family. That lady, we weren't close with her. She remembered growing up with my mom. And she sent this huge fruit basket. Not very many people did anything. So I remember the ones that did. And I think Agila, that was her name, Gila. It was her daughter's wedding that I went to with my grandmother that I showed you pictures of. You'll have to look back. I don't even know what video. Might have even been one of the ones that there was no sound. Oh. I'm sharing this because I know that there's other people going through some things right now. Real serious pain. And, we question God. Why did you let that happen? Why would you let that happen?
And his answer is sometimes things have to happen. You can't change everything. It's going to happen no matter what. Even when you think like now, with all this information coming out about ivermectin and all this other stuff, and like, I think, well, maybe it would have been different, but it can't be. It can't be. And that hurts worse, I think. So I've listened all week long to the different newses. Most of the time I was, drowning it out and just watching True Blood. My mom would have loved that show, True Blood. The vampires. I fast forward through the sex scenes because it's like a porn. It's like porn up in there. I used to not. I used to just watch it and be like, well, whatever, bro. But now I fast forward through them. But I think about my mom, and I think, we would have liked watching this together. That and the Outlanders. She read those books. There's more books now. And because I'm not a selfish person, I really do think about other people. I really do think about everything that's going on right now. I mean, just imagine. They celebrate killing babies at birth. They celebrate it. A whole bunch of women. These are some of the states. Massachusetts is the one that changed their laws last week, that you can now kill your baby after it's born. Alaska, Colorado, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and D.C. Again, that is Alaska, Colorado, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington, D.C. And I know that there's more than that, but this was the list that I saw, so I copied it down really fast. You could just kill your baby, and then I'm going to bring it tomorrow morning to read. I'm reading a new book. I'm almost finished with the other one, but sometimes I just don't want to read the ending because I don't want to be finished with it. Because this guy writing now, I can't remember his name, but I'll bring that book out tomorrow morning too. The one about the Indian that I showed you that I was reading, not 9 years in Indian, and that kind of made me mad. But in this other book, I'm not quoting it perfectly, but I will read it to you tomorrow. I believe it was Bill Maher said, well, some people need to just be able to have abortions because they can't financially take care of the child. Or it was something worse than that. I want to read the quotes because I think it's important. And it's Steve Quayle is the author of the book that I'm reading. I think it's, I don't know, it's got a Terminator on the front of it. I can't remember it. This morning there's actually a lot of doves. There's a black bird, a brown bird. The orange fungus keeps talking about how it doesn't matter. We just need to make sure that Iran doesn't have any nuclear weapons. And I'm telling you right now, that it's not that at all. Because they've been almost having nuclear weapons for how many years? Fucking mosquitoes, dude. Fucking Bill Gates. Every time you get bit by mosquitoes, say fucking Bill Gates. No matter who you're around, because then they'll be like, why Bill Gates? And then you can tell them. Oh. So last week was a rough week. It wasn't fun. And then hearing all the other bullshit, and then all the recalls on food, and People think that you just keep having more and more time, and you don't. You really, really don't. Things are running off the shelf. Who knows when they'll come back? Most of the food we get is from other countries when we have the most lush land anywhere. It's all by design. They're doing exactly what they want to do, exactly how they want to do it. Rip! And nobody is stopping them, and nobody's going to stop them. It's not going to slow down. It's only going to speed up. And we need to thank Jesus for the days getting shorter. All right. I can't do this anymore out here. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. Should have done it from the porch, but you can see the sun. Well, right now we can see the dovies better, which I think is a good shot. But I want to show you. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, and I didn't bring glasses. Uh-oh, that's me. Hold on. How far the sun has gone over. You see it's at the edge of the house now. Winter's coming early, ladies and gentlemen. See all the dovies today? All of them. Look there. Where are you at? There you are. Oh, they're everywhere. Go further down. Oh, guys, no way. No way. Did you see it? Did you see? Oh, the green parrot. Shut up. You see him? That's the green parrots that come by every so often. Oh, he's got a friend up there too. Good morning, green parrot. Well, that was nice this morning. All the dovies. Hey, Rippy. Okay, I'm going to have to show you this real quick. Nope. Is he going to move? I don't know if you can see it. See him yet? He's laying in the hole that he dug. That's Bob for you. Wiling out. Oh. Where is it at? There you go. Oh, there's two there now. You see that? So me and the squirrel are fighting. The one squirrel in the neighborhood. It might be a different squirrel I see. He came and I was waiting this time to pick the 3 cherries that were red on my cherry tree. And I was going to wait for him to get the dark red, like you should. And that guy came by and stole it. He stole it. Stole it all the way. So the point of a lot of things is we always do make it through it. You know, 20 years ago, I could have just killed myself, but I didn't because I had certain people that actually helped me with that. Oh, there's 3. Son of a bitch. Every time I look back over there, there's another one. I was looking somewhere else. You got a blue jay, some pigeons, a blackbird, 3. You can't see the other one. Hold on. There he goes. He's getting in the shot. Good guy. Thanks for taking cue. But regardless, even 20 years ago, I made it. I made it through it. I made it through other things since then, too. I'm still breathing. I'm still here. Why, I don't fully understand. But that's the way life is. We can't give up. I almost gave up then. And there's many times since then that I've almost given up. But then God shows us parrots and pigeons and squirrels that steal your cherries. It keeps you on your toes, you know. No matter how much pain you have in your heart, you know, because it's pain. It doesn't always have to be physical. You can make it through it, dude. I know I may seem strong to most, or some people that would watch the video would be like, man, this chick's pretty strong, but I'm not. I'm not strong at all. There's many times that I want to just break down, but I don't. I try to change it. I try to think of something else. And sometimes I'll just let it out and just keep on keeping on. You can't always hold it all in either. But all of us are still here. So there's got to be a reason for it. Not just because of all this religious bullshit that's going on, because it's all it is. It's all religion. All of it is religion. You got all these different religions that think that they're right, so they should just kill everybody else. It's not fucking right, dude. And I'm not going to agree with any type of person that just wants to harm anybody, especially women. It'll never happen. I hate crying, dude. I hate it worse than anything. You know why? That's too much of it. Let me go that way. You know why? Makes my nose stuff up. Makes it stuff up. Then I have all this stupid sinus drips and shit. I'm like, bro, I didn't even do any cocaine. Why am I getting sinus drips? Oh, that was supposed to be funny. Some people probably thought that was horrible, but whatever. You know, we did make it. Made it through last week. My hair's starting to frou-frou out. Try to have a good day. You know, we may not be able to control something, but in all actuality, this isn't the end times. And you say, well, why is that, Angela? Because you can't call something the mark of the beast that is shedding on everybody else. Think about it. Can we call that the mark of the beast when it's shedding on everybody else? Because it said all the people had to be willing to do it. Not all the people were. And look at where it's at now. And to all them bitches out there that fucking was like, oh, you're going to kill my whole family. Go fuck yourself, because you're probably not even alive anymore. Have a good day, regardless of anything. And if you got to cry, cry, bro. And then blow your nose, wash your face, and then sing the song. What's the song? Ain't nobody going to break my stride. Ain't no one going to hold me down. Oh, no. I got to keep on moving, because we've got to. That's how we win this. That's how we win. We got to keep it on. Have a wonderful day. And you are beautiful, and you are handsome, and you are important. You are.